Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be showing you how to calculate sales tax. There's a couple things to note before I do any math, and one is obviously not everywhere has sales tax. There's some places, at least in the United States, that they just don't have any sales tax whatsoever. So that's the first thing to note. And if you're in a place that doesn't have sales tax, you don't plan on going anywhere that has sales tax, there's really no need for you to watch this video unless you're just curious about the math, okay? The second thing to note is sales tax varies by every region, from country to country, from territory to territory, state to state, city to city. You know, it varies very widely, okay? And I think that's pretty much all. So, so I guess the last thing would be, since it varies so much, you're going to have to find out whatever the sales tax is in your own region, territory, city, country, etc., okay? I don't know that for you, you know, but for the most part, I'm going to be doing examples using my local sales tax, which is 8%, okay? Oh, and one more thing before I get started. This video is going to be in two parts. The first part is I'm basically going to show you how to do sales tax really easy on your calculator. I'm not going to really show you the methods of how to do it. I'm just going to show you which numbers to punch in on your calculator. Okay, that's the first part of this video. The second part of this video will be for the people who are curious how I came about the formulas, you know, the more in-depth mathematical stuff. Not too in-depth, but a little bit more in-depth mathematical stuff. So, you know, the first part is just simple. If you just want to know, you know, you go in the store and you want to know how much something is going to cost before you go up to the register. You know, that's kind of what the first part is going to be. You know, I'm going to tell you what to punch in, you're going to punch it in, you're going to know how much something is going to cost. Okay? So, without further ado, I don't think there's anything else. There's one thing. It's like I could feel it in my mind. There's one thing. One more thing. Oh, yeah, like I said, it not only varies from region to region, and like I said, some places don't have sales tax. Also, certain items don't have sales tax. Like where I live, for example, in the United States, in general, food items don't have sales tax. So if you go buy fruits or vegetables, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, there's no tax on that. So whatever the price is, that's the price is. If, you know, an orange, it says $1 a pound, then that's all it's going to be. There's no going to be no additional costs at the register. You know, taxes for items on, you know, like bottles of soda, on PlayStations, Xboxes, if you buy a new computer, a phone, things like that, you know, electronic items, whatever, okay? And then also, one more thing, I know this is a lot of precursor to the whole video, is, like say on soda, for example, there's another thing on top of tax called, not a recycling fee, they call it redemption value. Okay, so say for example, a soda costs $1, okay, and then after tax, the soda is $1.05, okay, but then you also have to pay for the recycling cost, which is additional, say, 5 cents. So it jumps up to $1.10. Okay, and I'm not going to show you how to do that, because that also varies from region to region. Your recycling cost, your redemption value. All I'm going to show you is how to do tax. Okay, I know it's been a few minutes already. I haven't showed you any math, but here we go. Okay, so first thing you need to do is find out what your the percentage of your sales tax is in your region. Okay, so you go into a store and you buy something and it costs 99 cents. 99 cents is a common value, okay? Here in California, in the United States, our sales tax is 8%. 8%. So I not only have to pay the store 99 cents, I also have to pay 8% of that 99 cents to the government through the store, you know. The store just taxes it onto its price, okay? So how I figure that out is I get my trusty calculator, right? And I do here, let me turn on my light, I can't really see. You guys aren't going to be able to see the calculator, but don't worry about that. I'm just going to do the calculations on my own. So I'm going to type in 1.08 times 0.99. So I'll do that on here, okay? So I'll do 0.99 times 1.08, and this 1.08 is for my 8% sales tax, and that equals 1.0692. 692. Okay? This is going to be your final cost. What you're going to pay at the register, right? Okay, you're like, okay, wait a minute, Matt. That's a lot of numbers here. And you're right. Okay, on this side of the decimal, on the left side of the decimal, here, I'll make the decimal a little bit bigger. This is a 1. I know my 1's not that great. Okay? On the left side of the decimal, that's dollars. On the right side is the cents. Okay? So this would be $1.06 and 0.92 cents. Okay? So for right now, let's forget about that. So $1.06, right? Okay, what about this 0.92? Okay, if that number is 5 or above, you're going to round this number up. If this number is 4 or below, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0, then you're just going to leave that number as it is. Okay, so since this is a 9, which is above 5, you're going to round this to 7. It's really simple. Basically, if you want to think about it simply, if this is a high number, you make this go higher, just one spot, okay? And if it's below 5, like I said, 4 below, then you kind of just leave. Then it's just going to be $1.06. But since it's $1.06 and 0.92 cents, it's going to come out to $1.07. So where I live in California, if something costs 99 cents and there's tax on it, I pay 8% tax, it's going to come up to $1.07. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, well, that doesn't do me any good in my region, to you, because your tax may not be 8%. That's fine. So, I'm going to show you how to do it in your region, regardless of what your tax is. Okay, so you take the cost, like we're going to do 99 cents again, 99 cents, okay, and wherever you live, the first number is always going to be, you're going to multiply it by 1 point something else. Okay, the only exception to this is if you have 100% sales tax, but I'll get to that in a moment. If your sales tax is anywhere from 1% to 99%, you're going to want to put a 1 on the left-hand side. So 99 cents cost times 1 point, and now on the right side of the decimal, it depends what your sales tax is. If your sales tax is 1%, then you put 1.01. If your sales tax is 2%, then you go 1.02. Sales tax is 3%, 1.03, and you're multiplying that by the cost of the product, okay? And then you go all the way up until, like mine, it's 8%, so I'm doing the cost of product times 1.08, and you see how it's going here? These two numbers on the right side of the decimal are going to represent whatever your sales tax is. If your sales tax is 55%, then you're going to multiply by 1.55. Your sales tax shouldn't be that much. If it is, you need to move to a different country. That's really, really high. Okay? And like I said, the one exception is if your sales tax is 100%, then you're just going to multiply it by straight 2, 2.00 or 2. Okay? So let's put that to the test. Let's do a couple of examples. I did an example with my sales tax. Let's do an example with someone else's sales tax. So you're from wherever, and you go into a store and something costs 99 cents, okay, and your sales tax is 3%. So you're going to do 0.99 times 1.03. That's all you're going to do on your calculator. That's all you're going to do on your calculator. So you do 0.99 times 1.03 equals, okay, it's 1 point, okay, it equals 1 point, what is it, 0197, 0197, okay, and as we stated, okay, the only numbers that you should be worried about at first is, okay, you see 1.01, so that's $1.01, right? Then you look at the rounding, okay, 97 or 9, you're looking at the 9. Well, that's above 5, so you're going to round that 1 cent up to 2. So it goes from 1 cent, $1.01 to $1.02. So if you live in a place where the tax is 3% and the store charges 99 cents for a certain product, your final price is going to be $1.02. Okay? So again, all you have to do is do the price of the product times 1 point whatever your sales tax is. Okay? And that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. You know, should we do one more for, someone who has a different sales tax? And we'll do a different price for simplicity. Okay, let's say you go somewhere, something is $2. This would be a little bit simpler, okay? Something costs just $2, all right? And you live in a place where sales tax is 5%. So you go 2 times 1.05. This should give us a whole number, okay? So 2 times 1.05 equals 2.1. Equals 2.1. And you could just throw in a 0 there just for simplicity. So to the left of the decimal is dollars, to the right is the cents. So 2.1 equals $2.10. So if you live somewhere where the tax is 5% and something costs $2, you punch in your calculator. You don't even have to do the 0.00. I just did that just to show you it's $2. So you do 2 times 1.05 for your tax, and that's going to equal $2.10. That's how much they're going to charge you when you go to the register. And that's all you have to do, okay? So if that's all you wanted to know is just what you have to plug into the calculator, then for you, your part of the video is done. You could go on, watch another video, do whatever you do in life, okay? However, for those of you who are curious about the math, the formula, how did I just come up with this number? Did I just pull it out of thin air or whatever? Now I'm going to show you how I did that. So this is the second part of the video, okay? So moving on. So let's go back to the 0.99 cents for the product, right? Okay, so you do 99 cents, multiply that by whatever your sales tax is. Like I said, it varies from region to region. But I'm going to go ahead and use mine. Again, I'm going to use my 0.8%. So you do 0.99 times 0.08. Okay, well I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me stop. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, 99 cents. Okay, we got to pay the government 8% of that cost. Okay, I'm going to simplify this a little bit more. We're just going to start off with $1 for simplicity. Just $1. Okay, something costs $1 and I got to pay 8% in sales tax, right? This is simple math. That's why I changed it to $1. Okay, we all know, for those of you who stayed, you're probably better at math. That's why you're curious about the formula. 8% of $1 is 8 cents. Okay, you figure that out. I mean, you might know how to do this, but 8% translates to a decimal. You convert it to a decimal that converts to 0.08. Okay, so you do 0.08 multiplied by $1, and that will give you 0.08. So that's 8 cents you have to pay on top of that dollar for tax. That's how you figure that out. You go 0.08, that's the percentage, times the cost. That's how much you gotta increase the cost of that item, and so you know how much you have to pay. Okay, so the actual formula would look something like this. So you got $1 for the cost of product times 0.08. Put that in parentheses, okay? And now the sum of that, which we already know is going to be 0.08, you add that to your original dollar, because you're going to add this sum to the original cost, okay? So we did that. 1 times 0.08 equals 0.08, and then we're going to add that $1 to it, right? And that equals $1.08, okay? So that's how you do it if you know all the numbers. You know how much your sales tax is, you know how much the price of the item is. You could just fill in the blanks, and you can plug in the blanks and just do the math, okay? But these are what the blanks look like. These are the variables. Okay, for one, we got to know one price of the item. Yeah, we'll call it, POI, price of item. I don't know what the price of the item is going to be. You know, you could walk in the store, you could buy something that's 89 cents, $1.29, $1.05, $100. So that's a variable. The price of items change, okay? We got the price of the item. We have the sales tax. Like I said, that also varies. So you got the price of the item, sales tax, and that's going to equal the overall cost of the item. So price of the item times the sales tax, and then you add that sales tax to the original cost of the item. I know this is getting confusing, but I'm going to try to simplify this. Okay, and that's where the parentheses comes in. So let's do, I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, so the variable, one of the variables that you shouldn't have though is the sales tax. When you go into a place, if you want to calculate this, you need to know the sales tax. And so the only variable, there should only be two variables, and that's the price of the item. Okay, you multiply that by the sales tax. We'll just put ST for sales tax. Okay, then you add that to the price. Here we go. Now I'm simplifying. And then that equals C. We'll put a big C for cost. Okay, finally. I didn't think about this too thoroughly, but this is it. Okay, so the price of the item times sales tax, you take that sum and you add it to the original price, and that equals the cost. Okay, and like I said, I don't know what the price of the item is you're going to buy. I don't know what the sales tax, or what you're going to pay, and so I don't know what the final cost is going to be, right? Okay, but once you have that though, once you have, like, you're going to fill in the sales tax, right? So you know your own sales tax. So you take the price of the item, and let's say your sales tax is 5%. So you do price your item times 0.05, not 1.05. We haven't got that there yet. Remember, okay, your sales tax that's a bad 5. Your sales tax in somewhere on earth is 5%, okay? 5% in a decimal form equals 0.05. That's where I'm getting 0.05 from. I gotta stop skipping steps. My mind, I know how to do it, and I gotta understand that I'm trying to teach it, so I apologize for that. Okay, so 5% in decimal form equals 0.05. And if you want to know how to figure that out, you do 5 divided by 100. I think that's how you do it. I'm so used to just doing it the quick way, but yeah. If you want to convert percentage to a decimal, you do the percentage divided by 100. Yeah, and that's how you get it. Okay, so that's how I got 0.05. 0.05 is your sales tax. So like I said, price, I don't know what the price of the item is you're going to buy, but we're going to multiply it by your sales tax, which is 5%, 0.05, and that'll give you the cost, right? Oh, I skipped a step. Price of your item times 0.05. This will give you how much you're going to have to increase. Like I said, when it was $1 and the sales tax was 8%, you got to add 8 cents. Look, so all this is showing you right here is how much you're going to add. Here, let's get rid of this stuff so we're not confusing. Okay, so you're going to walk into a grocery store today. You're going to try this today, and you're going to try to buy something. Okay, sorry, camera cut out because the batteries ran out. So this has been almost 20 minutes so far, so I'm going to try to finish this up fast. I know you guys have been sitting here patiently. Okay, so I believe I left off where, okay, we got the price of the item times 0.05, which is your sales tax, okay, and then we're going to add that plus the price, and that's going to equal C, the cost, right? Okay, so you write this out. Okay, P times 0.05 is equals 0.05 P, okay, and then you add that to P equals C, right? Okay, so you got 0.05 P plus P, so that equals, on this side, on the left hand side, that equals 1. Oops, that's a big decimal. That's a rather large decimal. 1.05p. All I did was add, basically 0.05 plus 1 equals 1.05, but it's p's because this is the price. So 1.05p equals c, and now this is where I got the initial thing. You take whatever your price is, 99 cents or $1, $100, whatever it is, times 1.05, and you get c. So we'll do an example. We'll do the 99 cent example. So you go to the store and you fill this in because you know the price of the item once you pick it up. And so it turns out, yeah, you're going to buy, something for 99 cents. So you do 99 cents times 1.05. Remember, this 0.05, again, that fluctuates. If you're, I'm just going to reiterate one more time. If your sales tax is 6%, you do 0.06. If it's 7%, 0.07. 17%, you do 0.17. If it's 99% sales tax, you do 1.99. Okay, whatever it is. So we do 0.99 times 1.05 equals, let's see, 0.99 times 1.05 equals 1.0395. 1.0395. Okay, so that's $1.03 and 0.95 cents. Remember the rule, if it's 5 or above, you round up, and so your $1.03 becomes $1.04. That's how much they're going to charge you when you go to the register. Okay, so I think that's it. Again, I'm sorry for the little hesitations and the mess ups during the thing, and I'm sorry for the video cutting out, but I guess that's part of it. The batteries run out eventually. But thank you to Duracell. As a side note, it's not sponsored. That's what batteries I use for the most part, and they're pretty good. They lasted for 20 minutes plus all the other recording I did. Okay, now I'm rambling. I hope that helps. I hope when you go to the store next time you're able to figure out your sales tax, because I know personally sometimes I just go into a place with only X amount of money, like maybe I only have $1.10 in my pocket, and I'm like, man, okay, if I buy this, am I going to have enough after tax? Well, you do your little calculation real quick, the price times 1.05 or whatever it is. Oh, okay, it's only going to be $1.08 or $1.04. I have enough. So, hope it helps, guys. Take it easy.